get a roller. And let's clear this space out. Sorry if I sound weird, guys. I've had a bit of a sinus infection after welding the other night. I think I'm a Superman and I can get away with things, and as I'm getting older, it turns out I can't. Let's clear this off. Duster. Just a sand. Got the hoover there, the Festool there. Got these drawers. Go over here. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Really not good. Let's, don't know what I haven't done for a while. Let's drop this in the Discord. Copy link. There we go, right, I'm back. Just not paint Amy's hairdryer. Right. So I've been using, you don't need to buy the white, hang on, let me turn the lights on. Right, might sound a little bit better now. So I've been using this stuff. Expensive, not expensive, good, bad, I don't know, works for me. So this stuff comes with a little card to mix up, and the activator sits in the little top of that. Check that that's there when you pick it up off the shelf, because some idiots often, because you can just lift that on the shelf, take that, and then the next person buys this tin and they don't have any activator. Anyway, so this stuff, yo, this stuff is brilliant for any screw holes, anything like that, and they go glass flat when you sand them down. So that's where I've been using that stuff. And I don't use the little filler knife, the little black filling knife, I just use my own. But for today, I'm going to be using this. And I just need to really go round, double check everything. And just make sure everything's perfectly flat and smooth, and then give it like a second coat on, then a top coat probably. Can't really explain how flat I'm getting this, but like glass basically. All I'm using is a 125mm or 150mm, yeah, 125mm hook and loop, 120 grit, little sanding discs, and they fit perfectly onto this, and that doesn't fit perfectly on there, but when that's on there and the hoover's going, it can't come off because of the suction keeps it on there basically. 2 moments, guys, I need a screwdriver. Just need to pull this forwards. That out there. Be very careful if you pull electrics forwards, guys. I know that's live and I know where I can touch and where I can't, and that I've done it properly and safely. You, however, at home, you might discover something that's not safe unbeknowingly, and yeah, you can quickly get in trouble, guys. That to the side. That is then that out. Really annoying that that light above me stops where it stops. Really annoying. But I was governed by there's only 5 meters and I can only go so far. So maybe at a later date I'll add some more LEDs. But for now, it stops where it stops. Right, hold your ears, sanding time. rub these bits down. Afternoon, man. Hope you're well. This is how far we've got with Amy's wardrobe build. Well frustrated that the LEDs stop there and don't run the whole distance. Proper frustrated. But I can always add some more at another date. I'll show you. Pretty much done the sanding now. And I've got a sinus infection, so I sound like Cummins diesel starting up. I'm just trying to get rid of all the little high spots along here and properly flatten that off like glass. The same again on these edges where like I've had like paint builds up on the corners and makes like a drip. Don't know if it shows up, but some of them were along there, yeah, like there. Need to get rid of those little lips. But yeah, it's all coming along, and then I've been filling and sanding and getting these two panels to join nicely. Been filling away holes where I've fixed and screwed, and again down here I've just been trying to get that. And yeah, need to cork it in. You'll see this week, this will get sanded and filled, and it's gonna need another sand and fill. But that's all blemished in. I need to do better down here, but I'll do that I think when I tie the skirting in and when I decorate the entire wall. Amy's started, but we haven't done around the window. Need to finish them. I had a load of plasterboard, but my friends know that I'm a builder carpenter, and my friends come and message me and come to the house, to the yard, to the site, whatever you want to call this place that I work from. They text me, I need such and such, I'm in the village, have you got any? And I, like a good friend, like a good mate, say yes. And they tell me they only need a little bit, and when I come home, they've taken the lot. Or they don't want the lot, but they take the lot and then never bring it back. So I had enough plasterboard to do this, because I had all the strips down there. And I don't complain, because I know I will have more plasterboard again in the future. It's just frustrating that I don't have it at the time when I need it. Barv, Alan said hi. Yeah, this is the wardrobe. This is the finished thing. There's a lot of tiny little details that I still need to finish. But yeah, today I was going to explain how nice foam roller, good MDF primer, and some good paint can transform it into like nice stuff like this. These are the shelves, and I need to go downstairs and update the edges. It's such a freaking long process painting. I really do, really do. Hold on guys, I'm going to take you with me, I need a drink. I really do get frustrated with painting. I also need to, turn the light on. I'll turn this light on. There we go, turn this light on. I also need to update painting this, but I've sanded and filled all of that. That's where I knocked through. Don't know if you guys have seen that bit yet. It might be out on Monday, but yeah, by accident I cut through the wrong bit. Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to give up these, Robbo. But when something's in the house, it's in the house. Yeah. If anyone's new to the channel, this is something that I built last year at Christmas. Hey Google, turn on the shoe rack.
All right, turning on shoe rack.
Ta-da. Then that slides out like that. This, however, was done with plywood. So I don't know if you can see in there. Yeah, you can. You can see the grain. So that is the difference between plywood. And the thing with plywood is, like Amy's put down this matting. Let me take them off. Amy puts down this plastic matting so that I don't ruin it. And that shelf's removable and changeable. But yeah, as you can see, my work boots are going to ruin any kind of shoe rack. And I still needed access to my plugs, so that's down the back there like that. Ruler's there, right. Okay, Google, turn off the shoe rack.
All right, turning off shoe rack.
turning off the shoe rack. So yeah, gonna have to sort that out at some point today. But like, I'm really annoyed with, don't know if that shows up. Oh, not really, but there's like ripples in this. And when I say there's ripples, they're minute ripples. It's gonna be incredibly hard for me to get them out. And other stuff like, we used to have pig's ear handrail down here. You see like the holes, like there's one there, a bit further up there. And yeah, you can sort of see the pitch line where that handrail comes. I need to sort that out in the house. I have, excuse the feet. Oh, there's a little bit of noise. But the other day, I lifted the carpet and I fixed that top step. So I absolutely hate when you walk around your house and it's But yeah, these are, I'm gonna have to do this up here. These are the kind of bits I'm trying to get rid of, those lines. I want to get it all smooth so that it all looks nice. And I just thought I'd do a live. I was hoping to catch Max. I thought my new friend Max might see that I was live, and I thought maybe he'd ask some questions. But as I'm sure he is, I bet he's hard at work, bless him. So how far from, say, because you're Ireland, didn't you, Robbo? How far from like the Lake District, like Keswick, Penrith, is it Penrith? And all of that, how like far? Yeah, Max is doing awesome. I'm gonna sit down and drink this. This is a state. I'm living like a teenage girl. Or a teenage boy. Yeah, I was up there on the 11th of January. I don't know if you see my gym thing. That's where I spiked my weight. Oh mate, I come back heavy as anything on the 11th of January. So much food, so much alcohol. Stomp and crush, oi oi. Honestly, Robbo, it's unreal. Let me see if I can show you a photo. And a photo don't do it justice. Disgusting. Views are like this, Robbo. Like, that's the like clouds and the mountains out in front of you. You're like in line with them. It's crazy. It was a lovely time up there. Ooh. Maybe turn off and turn on notifications, Stomp and Crush. It might be something to do with like a new iPhone or Samsung update. It might be the YouTube app on your phone needs update. Yeah, I don't know, mate. In fairness to you, I've not been live once yet this year. I think the last time I went live was live to do something with the Minecraft table, which I still need to do. But now it's January and I'm back to work. These are some of the lads I went shooting with. This is Ross. My camera picked up all the smoke coming out the barrel as he broke the barrel. Ooh. Some lovely birds up there, as in birds, partridge, pheasant. Not a very good photo, but this is the group that I went with. That's the famous El Tornado, Tyler Kudgen, the boxer. He came with us. Yeah, we was only probably 30, 45 minutes from Scotland. We turned off the A1 and went down the A68 or A66, I can't remember now. We went in Liam's truck, the big 6 litre Cummins, 6.7 litre Cummins, nearly a 7 litre diesel. Let's go to maps. I've clicked on here. Let's go to maps. Do you know what, Robbo? In fairness to Liam, we only done like 67, 70 mile an hour all the way up. That done 20, almost 20 to the gallon. And me stop starting around the village in at least 2.5 ton, if not 3 ton with materials, if not more, in my van. My van on the big wheels does only 24 to 27 to the gallon. On a good run I get 27. I drove down to Gatwick the other day and I got 27. And yeah, riding around the village I get like 24. The A66, and we come up the A1 instead of the M6 because that weekend the M6 had tolls and roadworks and stuff. I am indeed, Robbo, I am indeed. Yeah, pushing the boat out this year, Robbo, pushing the boat out. My van, Liam had my van in December as I went out to Portugal. And I think Liam serviced my van at $102,000. I think I'm almost 105,000 at the moment, because equally this week or this month I'm working out of the village as well. I'm working down the road towards Bar Hill. So I'm doing like 13 miles one way to work and back, to work and then back, so 26 miles a day. So yeah, right, I'll keep drinking this and I need to get painting. Sorry if I go quiet, guys, but yeah, I've got to get a coat of paint on. Right, let's show you guys how this is done. Yeah, I hope Max gets on the Discord, or equally, if Max makes a Discord, I'll join his Discord. I'm not out to make him my friend. Like, if he wants me to join his, I'll join his. I just want to help him. I see he was playing with the electrics the other day, and I was well impressed that he called an electrician. I think he underestimated like plumbing and the stresses. But I think everybody understands. Like, if a house floods, we can all swim, or we could swim, or we can get out. Not everyone can survive an electric shock. Yeah, that's the one I'm building now, Robbo. That's the job I'm working on. And then after the shed, literally some point this week, I'm starting the workshop, which is a double garage. Right. See you guys there. Kai's back with me as well. Well, he was. I'll correct that. Kai was with me, but the customer's not too happy with him, so he's got to go. Bless him. Right. Tin of paint. Can you see that tin of paint? Yeah, you guys can see that, can't you? Tin of paint. Meant to pour it out. I don't pour it out. Extra washing up. I simply roll this in here, get that on there, and then sorry guys, I will try. So Kai is in a difficult situation of, he doesn't have skills, he doesn't have knowledge to utilise his skills. He's got skills, he just doesn't know how to apply them. And Kai is also massively stumped. He doesn't drive yet. He's learning, and he can't help that he can't pass any quicker. He's doing all he can. Yeah, it's a fairly big one. But I can go like arm out to arm out, so that's like 6 odd foot wide. It's what, like 1.6 wide, because I remember cutting this top. Yeah, he's a great lad, he's a lovely lad, but he can't drive. and you have to hold his hand. And by that I mean if Kai was doing this, I would have to say, can you paint this, Kai? And then once he's done this back, I'm just like, I'm exaggerating here, he's not quite this bad, but I'm just trying to make an example. If I said paint this back, he would paint that back and then he would stop. And I'd be like, does the rest of it not need painting? But then if I give him too much information, he'll paint the whole lot and he'll start painting the wall, say. And it's hard, it's really hard. I was, to have him on site with me, I leave my house at 7:30, when normally I leave bang on 8 and I just drive down the end of the village. I can't even do that, so I'm leaving at 7:30 to go get him and going this way to then come back on myself down a different road to then head this way. It's awkward, it's hard. He's meant to be with me this week, but the customer has his own labourer, and I understand, and his labour is better in the customer's eyes. The customer's labourer is better than my man, which, to be honest, I can't really argue. So poor old Kai has got the boot this week. By no means bad, but he just does small little things that all add up that don't do his corner any favour. Like, he doesn't smoke, but he vapes. He's part of like this new generation of, I don't want to call them entitled because they know no different, but like the younger generation are like, oh, but minimum wage is £10. I've got to be worth. And it's like, mate, if someone's willing to pay that for you, you can have that. But if someone's not, then you're not going to get that. Like, Kai's not specifically like that, but I can't pay him any less than minimum wage, and the customer doesn't see that he earns that money, so I can't have him, basically. But he's a great lad, Hopefully I'll be able to have him back soon. Hey, sorry, I can't read that. I think it says hey, mate. Hope everyone's well. Just painting. I'll get out of this corner in a minute, guys, and I'll be more in front of the camera and I'll be able to explain a bit more. What's everyone doing today? Oh, guys, that is strong paint and I've got a blocked nose. Let's open that window. pop up, there it is. That is some strong paint. No worries, Robbo. You shoot when you need to shoot, mate. I'll pull this back and then you can see a bit better. Got the window open. This stuff is strong. Very strong stuff, very strong stuff. So Amy plans to evict me from my bedroom wardrobe and put me in here, and then we've got his and hers. So this was partly my wardrobe, so it is kind of an incentive for me to crack the whip and get things done. But yeah, essentially this is Amy's house and I'm just a tenant. I just treat it like a hotel apparently. Yeah, I need to redo them. Right. I've been on for 79 minutes. Not long. It's been boring, mate. I'll be honest with you. I'll be straight with you. Most of it's been me sanding. But if you've got any questions, ask away. I'm trying to roll her out. I'm trying to roll her out Dulux satin wood quick dry. But it stinks to high heaven, and got to get some windows open in here before I have a good time. If anyone has any DIY questions, painting, carpentry, maybe some plumbing, electrics, I'll decide whether you need to know the answer. Ask away. Right, there's some strong stuff. Here we go. So Ames has her wardrobe. This is going to be my wardrobe. We've got I've got space up there. Turn that back on. I need to go round at some point and caulk. I need to sand and flatten that last little bit. A few little bits down there I need to sand and flatten. Need to finish bits. Need to get some plasterboard on there. But earlier I was explaining, because I'm a builder, carpenter, and all my friends in the village know I don't throw nothing away. They all come running to me asking, have I got? And I'm nice enough to say yes. And then I come to do something and it's not there. Gotta wash this paint roller out now. Check this out. Yeah, if anyone's Hudson or anyone, if you've got any DIY questions, shout them out. Leave that like that. We'll let this dry, we'll let that set. Then we've got the bar to go back in and all the other different bits. I'm gonna grab my drink, and yeah, I'm gonna shoot soon, Robbo. Hope you have a lovely time with family, and I hope your family are well, mate. I hope your family are well. It's nothing worse than having health problems, is there? I've caught this New Year, New Lurg, so I sound like a diesel tractor starting up. Right. I think I'm going to disappear, guys. I was hoping to catch Max. Max, if you see the end of this, mate, make your own Discord, join my Discord. Hopefully once you get 50 followers, Max, you can go live, mate, and I'll join your lives, mate, and I'll try and help you out as much as I can. But yeah, for the moment, I need to do my tax return, not my tax return, to sort my tax out. I need to go onto the government gateway and sort that out. Right, thanks for tuning in, guys. Much love. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Bye bye.